Well, first of all, thank you for coming. I really feel like among the friends, and I hope it will be an enriching journey for both sides, for you and me. And I would like to start with a very short video, not make you starving. So the video is really short, but it's like a glimpse of the longest foot race in the world, 3,100-mile race. Yes, this is a big question. Why? And I have to say that you cannot fathom simply with an intellectual realm why the runners are doing this, because it's just against any common sense. The 2 months out of work, no salaries. We are not receiving any expensive prizes or fame or cars or anything. Then we are running, as you saw, around one city block. It's a half-mile loop. It's not from New York to San Francisco, which is equally 3,100. Might be. And the surface of the sidewalk, as you know, in New York is a cement, it's concrete. So it's actually against every common sense. Why to do this race and not even once? But I recall when for the first time in 2004, one of the race directors called me, sent me actually the message, and he told me that I was in a starting list of 3,100. Will I come? And I immediately felt something moved inside me. Like, that is my ancient dream, to be the part of this unimaginable race. I didn't know what I need to complete the race. I didn't know what the hardship, all the stress, all the pain, all the suffering, all the joy. I didn't know, because so far, like 11 years later, after my first start, still it's only 38 people in the world who finished. But I didn't know outwardly, but inwardly, I just followed my heart, and I was right. If I said no to the invitation to be the part of the race, I would never know what my capacities are, what my real capacities are. Actually, this race is mystical. It's unfoldment of your hidden potential. It's unfoldment, I would say, your real nature. Because we are much more, we have much more strength in the body, we have much more endurance, we have much more talents, we have much more capacities than we ever imagined. And that's absolutely true. So, I'm starting in the race again and again, not to prove anything to the world or even to myself, but the same thing, because I follow the inner impulse. I follow my feeling, my heart. You could say it's like a feeling that this is your role, your mission, your destiny, you can say. And it was 1 year that I took a break in 2013. I didn't start because I didn't receive this inner message to start. And it was, the year of my Ironman. I received another message. But still, after this break, you can say, I established my personal best in 2014, which is 48 days and 3 hours and 58 minutes. It's average around 65 miles per day. So you saw that, and it's no breaks, no weekends, nothing, no parties. It's 48 straight days. And it's interesting that it's normal. I would say it's natural to have life like that. When you are exercising your maximum. And probably this is the secret of our happiness. When we live to our maximum, we are happy. When we are not when we are not doing our full potential, full capacity, we are not happy. And it's also, as I said, it's mystical race. But by the end of the race, usually so many things happening. And I recall the state when I'm running, it's like a flow. It's like a river that is actually, when you are in tune with this flow, you're running effortlessly. You will not believe it. You're running just like breathing. And in my my maximum performance was in my total relaxation, you can say. So I was in very good, positive mood. I was cutting jokes with the friends, with runners, and still it was pretty high outer intensity, like doing 70 miles per day. It's a lot. So it's a lot of secrets, but coming back to our topic tonight, it's a holistic approach in nutrition. After my 11 starts and 9 successful finishes in this longest race in the world, I could say that nutrition could be a great supporter. Nutrition and right diet could be a great supporter to unfold your maximum capacity. Or it could be your worst foe, worst enemy that blocks your capacity. So when 10 years ago I was making a little research how to be in best performance for 50 days, I actually found nothing. no specialists, no nutrition specialists, no multi-level experts, no scientific doctors can ever solve my problem, my task, to be 50 consecutive days in maximum shape. What they offered me, well, we can make you run extremely well for 5 days. And I said, no, I need 10 times more. Therefore, actually, since I'm not a doctor myself, I have a master's degree in another field completely. But I like this race because it's unimaginable opportunity to solve and to be a winner in battles of life, to solve some unusual problems, unusual tasks, right? Like to perform your maximum in 100 Fahrenheit and 90% humidity for 3 consecutive days, without heat stroke, without anything. And basically, for the first several years, I was suffering like anything from the heat, from the or summer. You know how it could be hot and humid. But ultimately, yeah, you can say this problem not completely solved. It's still like extreme to run in these conditions, but I can tolerate, I can endure such weather without any side effect, you can say. And yeah, about nutrition, basically, what I learned during the years, of course, with the help of the chiropractors, with Ayurvedic doctors, who are unimaginable helpers and unimaginable staff around the 3100 mile race, actually the part of 3100 mile race. They trying and they just trying to for us to understand better how we can do our maximum. So tonight I would like to share, because it's like not so much time, maybe not all secrets. It's you can imagine like running 1 set 100 is like 50 days. Running 11 times is like almost 500 is more than a year. And every day is happening something mind-blowing. It could be. So every day never the same. And every race, every year, never the same. It's a new challenge, actually a challenge of impossibility. And the good news that we can do it. As a human beings, with our flesh and bones, with our indomitable spirit, we can do it. So, a few things that maybe like a directions I would like to share with you. First of all, I learned that for that kind of endurance events, you need to maintain your alkaline balance. It's critical to have ability to move, to exercise, to be active, to maintain this alkaline balance. Because while during these extreme loads, the body becomes acidic, and the more acidic it is, the more fatigue you have, the more pain, the more blocking factors that just prevents you from moving forward. Whatever you are doing, swimming, biking, running, hiking, anything, or just living on Earth. Yeah, the same thing. Just for me, the 3100 is, I would say, it's condensed life. What I experience in my day-to-day life, like serving you in restaurant or having my workout in the morning and etc., it's like the same thing, the same me, the same stuff around me, the same sky, the same earth, the same 3100 mile loop, which is like 2 miles from here, around Thomas Edison. Yeah, that's cool. So, but it's more like if you are making some mistake in day-to-day life, it's like taking some time to come back to the track, and we think it's okay. But if during 3100-mile race you're making some mistake, that you're eating some product that is not meant for you, for your digestion or for your constitution, I can lose the day right away. I can't run. It's interesting, and even more interesting to solve this.
So during the race, do you have any specific steps you go through? Like when you hit like a low point, like I'm gonna start doing this, like mental cues that you go through, like steps that you process to kind of get yourself out of it, or is there just anything that you specifically do for that?
Well, of course, there are steps for everybody, let's say, and everybody managing the crisis in a different way. But we have something in common. For example, quite often when Stutishila was visiting the race till 2007 when he passed, he was composing songs. He was writing aphorisms for runners, and then we got a printed version of aphorisms that he wrote this morning.
Yeah.
And it was like one aphorism I remember, like just wow, that's the exact thing that I need now, and it was quite often like every day happening. For example, remain cheerful, for nothing negative can pass through the indomitable wall of your cheerfulness. Now. Or happiness of the heart facilitates the speed of the body. It's a secret. Open secret. Please use. Many other. My favorite effort is by far my favorite. If you want to run forward, to fly upward, or to dive inward, there is nothing that can actually resist us. Nothing. Nothing is impossible. So, I could speak about myself. I like aphorisms, as you see. So I starting to read aphorisms when I'm down or have low energy days or walking days. I listen to my favorite music. I actually few things that I do specifically. From Stutishila, I learned special mantras for energy and for health, and they are ancient, absolutely like thousand years ago, but they are working like anything. It's amazing. They're actually not in this book, but in my another book about Ironman, because I used extensively these mantras in preparation to Ironman and during Ironman itself. But I use them like almost on a daily basis when something going wrong. Yeah, this is special things for me. And then of course, I like the anecdotes.
Like what?
Anecdotes, jokes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just I ask my friends, if you don't know how to support me, just send the jokes. And they sending me tons of jokes, and the morning could be just down, just nothing. And then I running with iPhone and I looking, oh, that's interesting. Oh, and then after like few laps, after maybe like hour, I'm new man. newborn. Like I'm positive, the flow energy is here, everything here. So yeah, for me, jokes just pleasures. So send me one.
Were you challenging yourself every year to go faster and complete it sooner? Was that a challenge, or was it just to do it every year in the flow of what you think it was supposed to be?
It's a good question. Of course, we all trying to do our best, and of course, we all trying to improve our own records. Let's say. By the way, the very name of this race is Reaching Moy Self-Transcendent 3100-mile race. This is the full name, Self-Transcendence.
So that means
This is the key actually, the secret how to finish this race. Not to compete with others, but to compete with yourself, with your personal best previous. And we are competing. But the thing is that the race is so long. It's unpredictable. And you need to develop a special approach how to deal with this uncertainty in your life for the next 50 days. And my approach, we call it determined surrender. Determined surrender. It's a unique combination actually. Surrender means that I accept everything that's coming to me. If I have a bad day, I accept it. If I have good day, I utilize it. If I have anything that is bad news from my country, with the war now, unfortunate for the many years, I mean it's terrible things. And then many friends they were sending news, and it's not good news at all. And I'm affected, of course. But then I'm trying to just be in tune with my more powerful self. So, I accept everything, but in all conditions, I determined to do my best. If at this moment I can't run, I do walk, but I do maximum that I can.
I have to say, your performance this year is a real testament to that, because you did have that incredible challenge before,
Yeah.
and then you ended up doing your best. So you really tried to stay in your inner self. It's amazing.
And one of one of the most inspiring things that I heard from Srichinmoy, that runners who are doing multi-day races, and especially the 3100-mile race, they serving their countries in the most special way. So I will not possibly go outwardly with any rifle or any pistol on like demonstration, but in peaceful way to send my goodwill, to apply my inner force, to pray for my country at least. I can do it. And especially during these extreme races, your prayers, your thoughts becoming so pure and so intense. It's real marvel. I wish I could have this every day of my life.
Before you did this race, would you say that you were like in touch with like the author of the universe, or your God, or was it through this race that you were able to like become more in tune with that, or is it something that's developed, or is it something that you like continuously practice on a daily basis that you strive for, or?
Thank you for the question. It's interesting. What I can say that due to these races, I have the feeling that I become closer to my real self. You can say to God, to the author of universe, and it's so nice to feel that the author of universe, not in the skies, not in somewhere else, watching you from afar, but He is here in your heart, running through you this race, giving your energy, giving your joy, giving your every supply that you need in your life. And yeah, for me and for many other runners, my fellow runners, it's not just a sport competition, it's a spiritual journey. And yes, journey towards real you. And yes, I just admire these races because of that. Thank you for this question. Yes.
Over the years, has your recovery period changed? Has it been less?
Much less. After first year, 2004, it took me probably 3 to 4 months to recover. I can't run for 3 months. I can't believe it. Just can't. Just everything stone, not even wood, stone. but yeah, it's first year was shock to the body, and I believe for everybody who is starting for the first time, the first year is most challenging. But over the years, last time it took me maybe 7 or 8 days to start running again. So now recovery is, and I was even planning to run 47 miles in which is my birthday, 27th of August. So I finished on August 3, and I was planning to run 47 miles. But then what happened? Can you imagine? I got injured on 2-mile race. I had not even one injury during 3100-mile race.
Wow.
But then during to intensity and speed, I had like very bad injury, joint injury on 2-mile race. I can't run like for next
Why,
few
because
weeks.
you went too fast?
Yes.
You didn't warm up? Or?
Well, it's interesting what happened. It's not so simply to explain. It was different forces playing, let's say. But again, I felt that ultimately it's the best for me. I mean, I didn't run 47 miles, but then I participated in a swim and run race in September that I was planning to do many years ago. So yeah, in every challenge, in every calamity, there is something positive.